Motorsports 360 back in your life. That's correct. No radio today because I am sick, not feeling good. So I decided to stay home and do the show. And you all know what they say, the show must go on. I'm Marty. That's Michael. Say hi.
Hello.
Jake is coming. Cody's probably at lab. So yeah, I think we just get right into it. I didn't watch any of the races except for the ending to the Cup race. The holy cow, was it exciting? Um, should we just fast forward to the final stage, Michael?
Uh, yeah, probably. I know that Michael McDowell and Ty Dillon kind of got into it, but I don't really know if anything happened after that with it. But that's
Uh,
pretty much because the final stage overshadowed everything else that happened in the race. So go ahead.
all right. So let's get stage three. That's what everyone wants to know about. Lap 304, Kyle Larson wrecks on the backstretch, would finish 37th, done for the day. Lap 317, Eric Jones spins in turn 4. Lap 362, Landon Castle spins in turn 4. Lap 459, Carl Long spins in or wrecks in turn number 2. Then it got good. Great battle for the lead between Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch. Logano and Busch make some contact. Logano gets a left rear tire rub a few laps later, would spin out in turn number 2. And then it got even more good. On the restart between Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski gets moved up the high line. He chooses the high side, but then in turn 3 he gets moved up the track by Chase Elliott. Opens up the door for Denny Hamlin. Off of turn 2, they're side by side. Elliott clears Hamlin, but then into turn number 3, do I have to talk about it?
Yeah. Do you want me to say it?
I know I'll say it. Hamlin dumps Chase Elliott. You don't even get a round of applause.
Jacked his rear end up, got his rear tires off the ground, and spun him around, basically.
Yep, so dumb. Excuse me. But anyway, between Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr., where Kyle would get the win. And this is the first time I've said this since 2011, or, well, either 2011 or 2010. I'm happy that Kyle Busch won.
Yeah. I was happy he won, too.
Yeah.
Because now Jimmy is only -3 out of the playoffs, and we're going to Texas. And I know he can do well.
And Jake.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You have your camera on?
Go on.
He's turning his webcam on, it looks like.
He's getting used to showing his face.
Hi, buddy. That face looks
Okay. I don't know if I should leave my. I don't know why.
You
It
need to
looks
shave,
like there.
dude.
It's No Shave November. He can't.
Oh, yeah. We'll just start today. Man, high school won't let us do No Shave November.
I shaved yesterday.
But I'm going to a Catholic. Get it, but.
Yeah, I had to work yesterday. So, anyways, what are we doing today, Marty?
Well, right now I'm recapping the Cup race, which I don't want to recap.
Oh yeah. Danny wrecked Chase. Kyle Busch won the end.
It was almost a photo finish. I was so
Yeah,
excited.
me too.
With
We still haven't had a
the
photo
two
finish.
most with the two most dominant drivers right now.
I want to give props though to MTJ for racing Kyle Busch clean on that final lap. I gained a lot of respect out of MTJ.
I've
I
always
already
had
had
respect
respect
for
for him.
MTJ.
Oh yeah, me too, definitely.
But I just now I get people were annoyed that Jimmy winning all those years.
I mean, think of Martin Truex Jr. before 2015. Think of what he has to go through to get to dominant team.
Yep.
I mean, if you told me 5 years ago that Martin Truex Jr. would be a title contender, I guess I wouldn't even be on the show.
He told me 3 years ago that he would have been 2 years ago. Whenever he joined Front Row.
He joined 2014. He didn't do so well then. The next year he was a title contender.
Yeah, so 3 years ago. If you would have told me that 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
what a difference 1 year could make. You
Yeah.
went from
Mhm.
being
Yeah.
mid-pack wrecking to title contender.
Anyway, your top 10 for that race, as we have not mentioned yet. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer third, Brad Keselowski fourth, Kevin Harvick fifth, Trevor Bayne sixth, Denny Hamlin seventh, Ryan Blaney eighth, Matt Kenseth ninth, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 10th. A big wreck, by the way, at the end of the race. And post-race, Hamlin and Elliott got into an argument. No punches were thrown.
There's a lot of trash thrown by the fans at Hamlin.
I did not know that.
There were
I
a
know,
lot
I know there were many boos at Hamlin and many cheers for Chase Elliott.
on a fight with a fan.
Yeah, he almost got that fight with that fan. That was pretty funny. But anyway, Denny Hamlin issued this statement on Twitter post-race. Let me load up my Hangouts. Yes, that is my dish. I believe this works. All right, can you see the statement?
Yeah. You just got to bring up your camera a little bit. All right, well, no, now it's kind of white.
But yeah, Denny Hamlin says that this was the first time he's ever spun the leader. He regrets the outcome. It was not intentional. The way it turned out, he has a second thoughts and is responsible and take the blame. However, though, you don't get a second chance, Denny. Yeah, you cannot turn back the clock. You have a life lesson. I hope no kids out there who aspire to race thinks that's the way you should do it. It's coming to normal in our sport now, and I hate that I'm now in the discussion as a guilty party. But I'll move on and hope Chase, his team, and fans will accept my apology. I'm glad Denny apologized, but there's no second chances. It also says here that Denny Hamlin raced nearly 10,000 races. 7. Oh, man, oh, man.
My boy out here
Then
averaging 3
Landon Castle.
races for the past 29 years.
Yes, Landon Castle posted his greatest tweet ever.
What do you do?
My hero. This man out here averaging 300 races a year for the past 29 years. Oh my gosh. That was gold. Landon Castle is a savage. Anyway, I think we've talked. How do we have no viewers, by the way?
I don't
How
know.
is it 4 o'clock?
Did somebody pay them to not show up or something?
It's conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Well, let's move on to the
Cut us down.
let's move on to the truck race at Martinsville. I didn't watch the race, but I was very happy about the outcome on who won. By the way, big implications now for John Honeywichak because he wrecked. Bell and Crafton got it in it together, but they finished in the top 10. Big implications as well for Chase Briscoe. Not Justin Haley. But the winner gained his first career Truck Series win and climbing the fence, the 18 of Noah Gragson. That deserves a round of applause.
He also threw up after he won.
What?
He also threw up after he won.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kyle Busch was behind, like, it's all right, but that was puke of joy.
I mean, I really think Noah Gragson would never win just because his first 3 starts were terrible.
Yeah.
But I guess you have to give someone time then.
Here's your top 10. Noah Gregson, followed by Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, Harrison Burton, Todd Gilliland. And a round of applause as well for Stuart Friesen, 6th on an asphalt track.
You'll win someday.
Yes, Stewie will. Kaz Grella, 7th, Christopher Bell, 8th, Ben Rhodes, 9th, and Austin Cindric is 10th. Alrighty, now let's get to the news. But first, I cough.
Okay.
All right, so post-race penalties have been announced for Martinsville. Clint Boyer, the 14 team violated sections 20.18.5.2, which means a weight did not meet NASCAR specifications. What this means is Boyer has been docked with 10 points, driver points, and 10 owner points. Crew chief Mike Bugaravich has been fined $25,000 and suspended for the next race at Texas. That is it's the only post-race penalty I see right here. Oh, yeah. I have 2 other penalties here. Daniel Suarez is crew chief. Scott Graves fined $10,000 for a lug nut not properly installed. And then Ty Dillon has been fined $10,000. Also, his crew chief, Lee Barker, also fined $10,000. All right. The crew chief has been announced for William Byron. Veteran crew chief Darian Grubb will be goal scored by that Tana with the goal. Wow, it is. I'm watching UEFA right now. But anyway, Darian Grubb, the 2011 crew chief champion, will be helping William Byron out. He has 23 victories, with his first one being in his Cup crew chief debut at the Daytona 500 with Jimmy Johnson in 2006. Let's think here. What else?
Mention Austin Wayne Self.
Oh, he's got a new crew chief?
Oh, no. But there is some news for Austin Wayne himself.
All right, we'll talk about that in a moment. Smithfield and Richard Petty Motorsports have resolved their issues. So it looks like so this is over the fallout from the planned move next season to Stewart-Haas Racing. Smithfield will stay on in some form with Richard Petty Motorsports next year in addition to its move to Stewart-Haas Racing. I'm going to call it they're going to be a secondary sponsor for a few number of races for Bubba Wallace because they like Bubba.
Don't blame him.
All right, so some other news here. A rumor. Danica Patrick could have a ride next season in the Cup Series. A rumor has come out that she could be moving to Roush Fenway Racing. Most likely in a 3rd car, if I were to guess, because they should have Stenhouse and Bain back for next year. Danica could drive a 3rd car with her teammate being her boyfriend Stenhouse.
I hope not.
It could happen though. The thing is, keeping her in the Ford fold will be a good manufacturer trying to attract a female consumer base. No information though if she would be driving a Blue Oval or not. What else? So, oh yeah, Frankville Motorsports is staying with Ford for next season. Rumors that they were going to be going to Toyota, but nope. What else? Excuse me. Let's see here. What else? The Starcom team trying to attempt Phoenix. That's good. All right, let's get the Xfinity series. See what they got for news. Sorry, I'm responding to a text from my mom. All right, so to the Xfinity Series, David Starr pulling double duty in Texas. He'll drive the 66 on Sunday in the Cup Series. In the Truck Series, Jake had something about Austin Wayne Self. Let me see if it's on J Ski. Ooh, Austin Wayne Self joining Nice Motorsports next season, piloting a full-time truck. Hi, Dad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I also like to mention, for those of you who don't know, Nice Motorsports did merge with AM Racing, which was Austin Wayne Self's previous team.
Ah. So that's why we saw Austin Wayne Self in the 45 for a few races. Matt Crafton, by the way, will be returning to Thor Sport Racing next season. Will be behind the wheel of the 88 once again. Let me see if we got any IndyCar news here. I don't think we do. Oh yeah, Joseph Newgarden will be driving the number 1 next season as the champion. They have the right to drive the number 1.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Sort of crummy still?
Yeah.
Coughing still?
Yeah.
Feel crummy.
Yeah, I'm still coughing.
I've gone to Girls Night Out.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, no one is in the chat. Oh wait, we do have a few viewers, by the way. That's good, but no one's in my chat. I don't know why. All right.
Go in the chat, guys. Don't be shy.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to discussion time. So, oh yeah, I don't need this. I know questions easily. So the first question of discussion time is, I think everyone has no surprise on this one. What we're going to talk about first, the Martinsville truck race. Ha! I tried to fool you. No, it's about Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's move on Chase Elliott. Would you call that dirty or would you call that racing, Michael?
In my opinion, that was a pretty low move from Denny Hamlin. I get what was at stake. I understand that, he's trying to get to Homestead. That may have been his one opportunity to do so because there's been 2 or 3 guys who have been so fast and so dominant a mile and a half. It may have been his only chance. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what the next 2 races bring for that 11 team. But honestly, you look at the replay, and he just threw his car, per se, into the corner, into the back of Chase Elliott, lifting his back wheels off the ground, and sent him around. And Chase Elliott was going for the same thing, too. He was, this is bigger than Chase Elliott's first win that we're talking about here. This would have been his ticket to Homestead as well. May have been his only shot. Now that he got wrecked, he's minus 26 and probably in a must-win situation now. They can still do it, but I hope this doesn't lose all their momentum that they've had and they built up throughout the playoffs. But, the thing that I really take issue with is that Hamlin didn't even acknowledge what he did in his post-race comments. He didn't apologize, but he kept saying over and over again what he did and acting like it was okay, like that's what you're supposed to do. And we've seen throughout history and from what NASCAR has done that no, this is not okay. But what can you do?
All right, Jake.
Uh, I feel like now, what to answer your question, if it's a dirty move or not. Now, I remember saying like I think it was a couple months ago about the Austin Cindric and uh, Cazagrillo situation. That was just racing. Uh, although this one was less subtle, or or the other one was subtle. Uh, I mean, it is just racing. However, I think people are mad at the wrong person. I don't think they should be mad at Denny Hamlin. I don't think they should be mad at Chase Elliott. I don't think the fans should be mad at themselves. I think they should be mad at NASCAR for handling this situation.
Okay. Um, I gotta tell you, the Chase Elliott move on, well, the Den what Denny Hamlin did to Chase Elliott was the dumbest move I've seen in all of auto racing. I get some of the unacceptable moments. Why? Let's flash back 2 years ago. Which it literally was 2 years ago. I would like to call a national holiday. Matt Kenseth taking out Joey Logano. That was for payback. That was to say, hey, you wrecked me, I'm gonna wreck you. You're not gonna win the championship.
I'm fully expecting that in Texas.
Hello, Elijah. By the way,
I'm fully expecting Chase Elliott to turn Denny Hamlin on purpose at Texas.
oh, save that for the
It,
next question, Jake. Save that for the next question, fellas. Um, but anyway, yeah, the dumbest move I've ever seen. I get it's for a playoff spot, but here's the thing: you don't take people out like that with 3 laps to go. If it was the final lap, okay, but three
yeah.
to go, that's just unacceptable, man.
Well,
Now, when
even
Chase Elliott did to Brad Keselowski, run him up the track, that's acceptable.
yeah, Brad still was able to finish in the top 5, but
Yeah,
even if it was in the final lap, I still wouldn't be okay with it because instead of moving him out of the way and maybe costing him only like 3 points or whatever, he'd be like 3 points in or what. I don't know what his situation would have been. He still would have been out 20 plus points. So I still wouldn't be okay with it. Um, what?
Yeah, I'm not saying, and I'm
Oh,
not
your other
saying
point.
Denny Hamlin's move was okay. I'm just pointing that out. But I think people should be more mad at NASCAR for how they're handling these rules. I'd say if you wreck someone, unless it's the final lap, if you wreck someone intentionally, if it's blatant, just hold him for a lap.
Yeah, that's not the way. That's not the way to move your way into Homestead by wrecking someone.
Yeah,
I will say with the Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano incident, I think, of course, every incident is different, has their own set of circumstances, but Matt Kenseth was multiple laps down and out of it completely to even win that race, and I think he was out of the playoffs at that point too. I can't remember. Um, and then he took out Joey Logano, which ultimately ended his run at a championship. I just think that situation was a little bit different from now, but I mean, you can certainly compare the two. Very similar incidents, and
yeah. At this point, I don't. Hold on.
all right. Let's get to the next question. Do you expect Chase Elliott to get payback on Denny Hamlin? If so, when? Jake is AFK, so I'm going to go first. I do expect
Yeah, yeah. I don't expect either to make it to the final four. Not Denny Hamlin, not Chase Elliott. At this point.
Okay. I expect anyway. Jake, you can go first. By the way, in that question I asked,
Oh, I was too busy. What'd you say?
will Chase Elliott get payback on Denny Hamlin, and if so, when?
Yes, and at Texas. And bonus, Chase Elliott will have like a good day. Not a win, but a good day because I know he's good at that track.
All right. Here's what I believe. If Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin are battling for the win at Texas, Chase will take Hamlin out if Denny's winning and Chase is second. If we go to Phoenix and Denny has a chance and Chase does not, then Denny will get dumped by Chase. If not, then just dump him completely at Homestead if you're not in the championship. Because the first things first, you have to focus on the title hunt. That's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking, Michael?
Chase Elliott is smart. He will focus on trying to win either Texas or Phoenix and not worry about the 11 car. That needs to be his number one focus right now. I know it's going to be hard for him. He's a young driver. But that needs to be his number one goal is getting that 24 team into Homestead so that they can race for a championship. Now, if they don't make it and the 11 team does, I promise you he's going to make life really, really tough for them and he can get his payback through that. But I really don't think we need to start wrecking more cars and paying each other back because, then NASCAR has to step in and issue penalties and fines and maybe sit Chase Elliott for a few races. So I don't think he's going to. He's obviously showed his maturity with how he handled the situation after Martinsville. But I expect no between the two, but I wouldn't. I'd make a case for him making Denny Hamlin's life pretty tough on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question is I gotta load this up. All right. Next question is, what were your thoughts on the night racing at Martinsville? I'm gonna go first. I thought Martinsville was so cool to watch at night. Um, that's basically a classic local racetrack. Short track racing usually happens in the night. It was a lot of fun to watch. That was probably one of the best Martinsville races I've ever seen. I am very excited to see next year. I believe it's next year when Cup Series goes racing in the night. Michael?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I thought the night racing was a lot of fun, and the track just overall looked beautiful. Um, prime time is the right time.
Yeah. Jake?
Oh yeah, despite Denny dumping Chase and Kyle Busch winning, it was a good race. I mean, I expect this is a race of the year candidate in my opinion.
Definitely.
This and this and the 500 are both uh, are good candidates for race of the year.
Mm-hmm. All right. I believe we got Jake's answer already just from that. The next question, we'll go to a different a little argument going on. Kevin Harvick versus Ryan Blaney. We're talking in the garage. We're talking on pit road after the race, and afterwards, Ryan Blaney kind of did a little punch to Kevin Harvick's arm. So my question is, what are your thoughts on the Ryan Blaney Kevin Harvick situation, Michael?
Honestly, I wouldn't dig into this or try to assume too much from this. I mean, I don't know what they were saying. I don't know if they really did have an issue with each other, but it may have just been one of those situations. Harvick bumped him on the stomach, did that little whatever it was, and then he walked away too quickly, and Blaney tried to reach out and get him to tap him back before he left, and then it looked like a punch, but I wouldn't think too much of it. I don't really think there's going to be any escalation of this situation. I mean, we all know the media is going to be focused on Chase and Denny for the rest of the season, so this incident will probably blow over by the end of Texas.
All right. Jake?
Kevin deserves it.
All right. I believe they should not have even had an argument. They were probably just talking about what they're definitely talking about what happened on the racetrack. I don't think anyone had anything against each other because you saw the short track racing, little bumping, side rubbing, little banging going on. That's classic Martinsville, classic short track racing. What do you expect? I'd say don't worry. I would say don't worry about it. Just shake it off. Just focus on the next race. Hello to Daniel Boyles. All right, next question is: do Chase Elliott and or Denny Hamlin advance to the final four? Jake.
I said in the beginning of the year, Denny Hamlin would be champion. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but I thought so back in January. But at this point, no. Neither Chase, neither Denny. They're going to wreck each other, so they'll pretty much not win. And we'll see Kevin Harvick win at Phoenix and maybe Jimmy Johnson at Texas. And then we'll probably see the champion win at Homestead or not.
All right, I'm gonna say the race. Or I'm gonna say neither of them makes the playoffs to the championship four either. Mike.
No. Chase Elliott's in a must-win situation at this point, and I don't know if this incident in Martinsville is gonna make him lose all the momentum that they gained throughout the playoffs. And I just don't think Denny Hamlin has the speed to keep up with his Joe Gibbs teammates to be able to move on to the round of four.
Okay. Next question is: all right, do you think that the Truck Series should have night racing? I'm gonna go first. Absolutely. You know what I would love to see even better? A triple header weekend. You put the trucks on Friday night, Xfinity Series Saturday night, and then the Cup Series. You do what you did. Start late in the afternoon on Sunday, and make it end in prime time at night. That's what I think. Michael?
Absolutely. I already said it. The nighttime is the right time. Prime time is the right time, whatever you want to say. Um, the truck races, most of the truck races are usually run at night anyways. And um, there's nothing better than a little Friday night clash with these hard truckers, as Michael Waltrip would call them. Um, but not only do I think that they need to have more night races, specifically at Martinsville, we need to get rid of these cookie cutters uh, in the truck series schedule and start sending them to these short tracks and 1 milers before the series dies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jake.
Yeah, I think we should have more night races for the Truck Series. And what else in the Truck Series? We need to find out how. There's like a 1 month span between the first three. There's like a 3 month span for the first, for the second and fourth race. We need to figure out something along there. Maybe go to those tracks, maybe, or just shorten the schedule a little bit. Who knows?
All right. Next question. I have one more question. So most likely there'll be a quick show today. The last question for you guys is: what is your favorite moment? Was your favorite temper moment in the playoffs? Who did we start off with last time? Was it Jake?
I think you started, didn't you?
All right.
All right.
Let's just go with Michael first.
All right. So what do we got in the playoffs for the past few years? We got the Jeff Gordon, Brad Keselowski at Texas. We got Matt versus the field, or Matt versus the Penske guys, I guess. Keselowski at Charlotte, and then Logano the next year at Martinsville. We got the Chase and Denny incident. I'm not going to say Chase and Denny because I just don't think it's set in enough for you to really be able to compare it to the other ones, in my opinion. But the most exciting one for me, it had to have been, this is going to sound biased, but it was the Jeff Gordon Brad Keselowski one. I was so glad that Jeff stood up to him and tried to whip him into shape, almost literally. But I was cheering like crazy when that incident happened. I thought it was great.
Okay, Jake.
I think it's the one with the whole Joey Logano and Matt Kenseth feud from Kansas to Martinsville during the 2015 playoffs. Actually, if I had made a list of my top 10 best moments of 2015, Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano would definitely be number one on that list.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty. In my opinion, all right, so I get what you guys are thinking about temper, Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano, but are we not forgetting what temper is? You got to have fisticuffs break out. And there was no place to do it than at Texas Motor Speedway. Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon in 2014. Holy cow, that was fun to watch, especially all the people involved. And then Jeff Gordon calling Brad Keselowski a blip. Oh my gosh. But yeah, good times. So yeah, that does it for discussion time. Let's get predictions. The order will be, I believe, same as last time. Jake, Cody, Michael, then myself. 3 races this weekend. We got trucks, we got Xfinity, and we got Cup, all at Texas Motor Speedway. All right, so let me look at the entry list for the Truck Series race.
Okay.
Hang on. All right. Main page. My computer is a little slow today, not like usual. So this time we have 32 trucks entered in the Truck Series. Remember the last time we went to Texas Motor Speedway? We had a good photo finish at the caution flag, and Timothy Peters went upside down in the 99. All right, so let's see here. Any notable entries? Myatt Snyder, the 51 this weekend. That's all I got. All right, your pick to win. Jake?
My pick to win. I'm going to choose Ryan Truex. I don't care what anyone says. I'm choosing Ryan Truex because I have a feeling he's going to win this season.
Okay. Michael?
Texas, baby. Everything's bigger in Texas. The finishes, the crashes. If you remember, like Marty mentioned, Chase Briscoe barely lost in a photo finish, even though I still think he won the race. He barely lost to Christopher Bell. So you know what? This time, he gets his revenge, and Chase Briscoe is going to finish the job and win at Texas.
All right. I believe that we're going to have a good finish to watch. However, though, Michael, I love you, but I'm sorry. I have to pick the guy that Chase Briscoe lost to. The number 4 of Christopher Bell wins it.
Oh, that's okay. I love you too, buddy.
All right, now let's get to the Xfinity Series race. This is also a night race as well. 40 teams are entered. Excuse me. So let's see. We got the Dillon brothers in the 2 and the 3. Christopher Bell in the 18. Eric Jones, the 20. Ryan Blaney, the 22. Kyle Larson, the 42. And that is it. Your pick to win, guys. Jake?
I have to go with William Byron to win because didn't he win at Texas? Like,
He didn't win at Texas this year.
okay, well, this will be his first Texas win.
Okay, Michael?
Hang on. Okay, so I was going to say Kyle Larson because I was going to say that Texas is a Highline track or the Highline
Not
Camel.
anymore.
And then I remembered that we had a reconfiguration of Texas, and now the racetrack is complete garbage. So, in the spirit of that, I'm going to go with the guy who has probably the least amount of experience in the field, but already has a win. Last time he was, I think he's racing this weekend. It's going to be that number 20 driver of Christopher Bell. Or is he number 18? Is he even driving?
He's number 18.
Number 18. Number 18 driver, Christopher Bell.
He has Ben Rhodes' sponsor.
Yeah. Instead of the Truck Series, he's going to win in the Xfinity Series.
Okay, my pick to win. I'm going to go with Jake as well. I'm going to pick William Byron.
Okay.
All right, now it's time for the Cup Series predictions. Get your diecast ready, people.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. You all take your time.
I'm back.
Oh, wow.
That was easy. All right, Jake, you can go first.
Okay, so who's been dominant at Texas in like
Oh gosh, Jimmy Johnson.
ever? Yes, Jimmy Johnson. You know what?
Because
You know
he's
what?
gonna win.
Yeah, pick him. Yeah, he's gonna win.
Why, though?
Yeah, I also picked Jimmy Johnson last time, and look how that turned out.
Thank
Hey,
you
guess what, Cody? Guess what, Jake? You stole Cody's pick.
Cody.
I keep on stealing his pick.
Cody wants me to tell you, by the way, you should have dressed up as the Hamburglar for Halloween.
Ha, ha, ha. Very punny. Very punny.
All right, Cody, by the way, if he's not gonna pick Jimmy Johnson, he's gonna steal my pick and pick MTJ.
No! Oh, my gosh.
That was
Y'all
your
saw-
pick, too.
Y'all stole both of my picks.
All right, Michael.
Dude, you can't do that to me. Gosh, I don't know. Okay. Well, I think Jimmy can get the job done. All he has to lead is that final lap, and I think he's going to be able to do that.
Just pick Kyle Busch, no, we'll be
But
done.
Martin Truex, no, Jr. is the mile-and-a-half guy. He's probably going to win this weekend and clinch his spot even further into the round of 4. But you know what? I'm going to go with a spoiler here, which I'm very shocked that we're calling him a spoiler, because he's out of the chase. He got knocked out after Kansas, blew his engine up. He finished second at Texas in the spring, was about to catch Jimmy Johnson, but didn't have enough time to do it. This time, I don't think he'll have enough time. Or this time, I don't think. Well, you can already see it's Kyle Larson, but this time I think he's going to be able to do it. Just for the sake of predictions, but I still think Jimmy is going to win this weekend.
Okay, let me get my die cast. I got my die cast ready. All right. So, this guy not gonna be someone who you think is gonna win. However, though, he's good at Texas Motor Speedway. He has an average finish of fourth place within 4 races, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and 4 top 20s. Highest finish was 2nd, and lowest finish was 6th. And he has won at this track before. I'll tell you that. And you want to wear?
I know who it is.
He won it
Joey
in his
Logano.
first time at Texas. He's gonna win it in his last time at Texas.
Oh,
Going to victory lane. I'm gonna get the special one out this weekend. The 88 of Water Cooler Dale Jr.
Just out of curiosity, since you're picking Junior, what's your points lead looking like?
I've clinched the championship.
I was gonna say it's got to be like 30+ points or something like that because I just kind of quit looking at the points.
he could put. I guess he could pick Danica and still clinch the championship.
Yeah. Unless Danica found a way to give him like negative points, which that would be a Danica thing to do. But
Here's the thing, though. I am gonna let you know this. When we head to Homestead, it's a triple points weekend.
oh,
Even though we don't keep track of points anymore, but Cody likes to do it. Triple points weekend, plus you get a bonus point. Or no, let's make it 2 bonus points if you pick the champion for
we'll
each.
We'll keep all the way through the end of the season. We'll definitely.
What?
Do we have to pick the champion too, or are we just doing race winner?
Yes, we're picking the champion as well.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Man, that sounds rough.
Yeah. All right, so that's gonna do it for Motorsports 360. Next show, it should be next Wednesday. If not, I'll let you guys know. All right, for Jake and Michael, I'm Marty saying so long. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. In a Dodge.
And
And,
you guys.